Okay, so I don't know what happened. It just crashed last time, so I don't think we missed anything. So let's go.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing.
Yeah, they're both redheads.
Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead.
Yeah, let's ask about the rights.
A little bit. What did you want to know?
Yeah, just give it to us.
A right can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming of age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? 3 is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe, anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry on limit for interdimensional travel.
Now, interesting note here. I believe 3 is considered like some kind of unholy number or something generally. Although I've always considered 3 to be my lucky number, but who knows. Now, the chief said not to tell anybody about the coin in her mouth because that's something only the killer would know. So I don't think we should ask her about that, even though she might have an answer. I kind of understand the chief on this one. You're not supposed to tell somebody the method of the death there.
No. I can do a reading if you want.
For a person? Yes, go. Never say no to a reading in a game like this.
Hmm. Chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that. I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it?
Keep everything together because he's hiding something, probably. Alright.
Yes, of course. Anything.
Ooh, keep an eye on Violet or try to find out more from Mercury. Violet is being suspicious. We still don't know what her deal is. I didn't ask her about the aliens again, so I wonder if she has blackouts or something. Do we want to rely on the power of the tarot cards? Let's ask her to keep an eye on Violet.
Why Violet? Do you think she's in danger? You
She's
don't
a
think she's
redhead.
involved, do
She's
you?
a redhead.
Leave it with me, I'll see what I can find out. And don't worry,
Hopefully that was the right choice.
I'll be super discreet.
Alright,
In
let's go.
yourself. It's very important that you believe in yourself, and if good things happen to you.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
I hope if we ask for help that it doesn't actually put characters in danger. Let's see what she can do for us. I personally don't think I should be sending anybody to Zach. I mean, I think he clearly knows something, but he's super sketchy. Like, I wouldn't feel right sending her to her, especially sending her to him, especially because he's gonna be a creepo to her. So we'll ask her to look into the Ouija board, I guess.
You got it. Me and the spirit world are gonna have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
You're kind of lost. You're never reaching your end.
Okay, good. Now he'll talk to us because, you know, his friends are back. Well, let's go.
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free.
This is what I mean when it's, like, depending on the order you shapeshift as people. You seemingly know things you shouldn't. Like, when I was talking to her as him, then I shouldn't really have known, you know, that he had offered... Or I should have been able to ask her about the show, really. Okay. Did you say he did a reading for her? I don't know. We'll just ask.
Yeah, she asked for a sample reading to show what I could do.
Oh, right, yeah, right. She said it sounded like about death and the devil or something.
It's easy to see now, with the benefit of hindsight. Three of Swords, the devil, death. I mean, any tarot reader will tell you that death hardly ever means real physical death. But given what we've learned...
Thank you, see? Death doesn't always mean death. There you go. Alright, yeah, tell me more about Birmingham.
In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all three girls within hours of each other.
Great.
We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity.
Let's ask about the traveler part.
Because he said he'd see us again. In August.
Ooh.
Before we even knew it was a month and a place.
He knew? Okay. That's creepy.
It's quite heavy, and it feels
I don't
like
think...
maybe...
Should we talk to Violet?
I think
or
perhaps
not?
it's metal of some sort.
I guess we can ask. Why not? Fuck it. I feel like this is not going to be good, but let's just do it.
I don't really want to.
I don't know. Should we? Should we really be forcing her? Alright, let's not push it.
Thanks, Sam, for respecting my wishes.
Well, we can keep asking her, though. Well, I don't know. I feel like that doesn't help the situation. None of the time, none of the travelers are aliens. Maybe I'll regret this decision later on, but I don't really feel like pressing her about this.
Gods against evil.
Oh, wow.
Alright, what do we have
That's
left to
what can
do?
happen when you sell something that God's
If we
against
hail a
evil.
cab
I
now?
think I'd quite like to have
Actually,
a
I
god
guess we can
against
turn up
evil.
into other people to question
Particularly
Bronwyn
in
and
August at the
Lexi.
moment.
Maybe raid now.
Because
Let's go.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont. Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Smith & Wesson. Lockdown sirens blare, but I am the cavalry. Dr. Thatcher's black.
Chief, what a surprise to see you.
Okay.
Again.
Do ally.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
Ooh.
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
And with my back against it, I make before Emma reaches me. She's fast. Too fast. Straight through his gut, pulling out his spine like an afterthought.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Gene pattern was unstable or some such bullshit. Sent down to the vault for... like the rest of Thacker's
I guess there's
creations.
not a lot for some
She had already been here once. I wade across the puddle, gathering it. This is the safety, ensuring it's off. As I reach...
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
crashes open. I raise Jimmy's gun, but she's in cover before I can aim. She...
Alright, Violet, what you got
Thank
to
you
say?
for helping with the chief.
I'm not a monster, Bronwyn. I believe in justice too.
Really? Okay.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Whew, after she just helped us, should we be terrible? Well, we know she just doesn't remember.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Did it really? Can it predict the murderer? No. Of course not. You'd have done that already.
Why does she seem nervous about that? Or is she messing with us?
My legs fail, and I
Because I have
slide my
no
back
idea
against the steel.
Who could have
Jim.
done it? Rain's got nothing to see. That's an awkward shot of his crotch.
And the sprinklers. Until Emma, slow.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
The few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them? Killing them?
The people, the trap. Wait, what? Restraining them.
Restraining them?
If we lock up the killer until Mercury tells us Ellis is safe, that could work. But who is the killer?
Ellis.
Oh God. I have to pick? I don't know who it is.
Chief Dupont.
I don't think it's Rain. I don't think it's the chief. We could say it's Sam. It could be Sam, honestly. Oscar seems a little suspicious. It could be him. Violet? I also feel like it could be Violet. Zach is the weird, like the one I feel like is the creepiest and would have, other than the boyfriend, would maybe have the most motive. I guess technically both Oscar and Ellis would have motive, you know, because of the fact that they're both dating the same lady. Right now, I don't have enough from Ellis to suspect that it's her. Zach. I don't know if it's Zach. Zach's just creepy. He said he was talking to Rain about something. He wanted to keep quiet, but I don't know that that means it's him. Violet. Again, I don't know. Violet's creepy, but I feel like she's just creepy. What if it is Sam? I'm kind of curious, but if she does something,
Sam. Ellis. Zach.
let's say Zach, maybe.
I think so too. I need a reason to visit him though.
And I didn't give you one because I didn't ask you.
Shit out of me. Night after night, I dreamt of bloody, violent death, and if
Did
I
I
tried to
mess it
stay
up?
awake, I slipped.
Did I mess it up? Could I have picked somebody else that she could have visited? I don't know. Gosh, I bet you anything, if I pick the right person and she's able to sort of occupy their time, that maybe Ellis wouldn't die.
It changed my
Damn.
life. Easy to
Can I
say,
talk
harder
to
to
her
live
again?
through. A magnitude 8 earthquake
No.
to kill me 5 times over.
Alright.
I suspect I survived because
She just doesn't want to talk.
should try
No, nobody wants to talk.
with the intolerant.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
Whoops. I guess, it's funny because... Oh, I have to leave.
Then they sent me back into the world
It's funny,
with a letter from my
because
physician and a
you
bottle
know.
of tranquilizers.
all this time when seemingly your character shouldn't talk to that character, or there's nothing for them to say, they just give you a blank thing, but this time, you actually go there. And she's like, who the hell are you? Okay, so she doesn't know Bronwyn, she knows Rain. Let's keep messing with her. Okay. She's probably freaked out. What if she thinks one of these guys is the killers and then kills my character? Alright, Rain, let's go.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
I take the train down to King's Cross, more anonymous,
Oh, we already talked to her.
and walk out into the rain. The Pentonville Road beckons.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do. Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us. Maybe Ellis should stay with Chief Dupont.
I don't really feel like one of the tarot
Maybe
people
Ellis
did
should.
it.
Maybe Ellis should
But-
stay with us.
I don't know. Could Chief Dupont be in on it? I'd suggest Chief
Maybe
Dupont.
Ellis.
With his track record, I'm pretty sure he'd like to lock Ellis up, for safety. But it probably would break a couple of Geneva Conventions, even if it was for her own good.
I didn't say lock her up. I just said, like, stay with him, like, put her under guard.
In me,
Well, I didn't
the
do
beast
anything.
snarls and slobbers.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Ellis Munro.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one.
Why?
We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really? Well, what's Sam going to do?
Yeah, seriously, Sam's gonna stop him.
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis.
Oh no.
According to the
pressure.
Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
Oh god.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
Okay, so there are multiple ways this can go. I take that as. That's a lot of pressure. I'm really worried I'm gonna get her killed because not only am I not totally sure who the killer is, but I might have messed up by not having her, I guess, really watch who it was. I don't know. I guess we'll have to be careful. I have the feeling I'm not gonna do well because I am probably missing details in on this. Ugh.
relationships if I wanted to have any kind of worthwhile lifestyle. A steady girlfriend or a wife is out of.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
I will not tell them why. There's no predictable pattern to it. Years can go on quietly, but
I guess she has nothing to say to Lexi.
I usually get about a week's warning, so clearly holidays are out. I dare.
Lexi Corn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
I thought you already knew this.
Does Sam like me?
Whoa.
Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die?
Oh.
Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Ooh.
Why not?
Wait. Why is she wondering if Violet's a lesbian? Is she into her?
Because you're immortal.
Oh, hi. I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal. You silly badger.
Wow, that's a callback. I've not actually seen the Highlander movie, but I kind of know a bit about it. I got an achievement for that. Okay, that was kind of random.
To a yard, deep in shadow, under dark walls with a shuttered double door.
Our job is.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Pretty much.
Why do we do it? Why don't we just quit? Why?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by trans-dimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Transdimensional evil?
I hope that's not how she pitched it to you.
I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even
Apparently.
think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, zero.
He had more choices about his life than me. Fuck you! Give me the money! He pulls out the knife from inside his jacket,
It's
8
whatever
inches,
this
big enough to
radio story.
skewer an elephant. And I'm relieved.
You know
I
what?
needed to see
I haven't
the
listened to a
threat.
radio story in a little bit. Let's listen to
I
this one.
relax and open the gates. Let the Slayer come through. Ringside seat as the Terminator or Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson or all three combined takes control of my body and pours through it. The wild exhilaration of the beast sets my senses on fire, even though I'm riding pillion. The hunter now becomes the hunted, freezes. My hand seize him with strength many times my own. My right hand crushes his larynx as the left reaches the knife from his, dislocating his elbow. Blood gushes from his mouth and nose. I turn his head away to avoid the spray and feel his neck break under my hand. The beast drinks in his life force as it spills out, greedily lapping it like a cat at pool of spilled milk. A great warm surge of energy courses through me, just a trickle of the stream the Slayer is drawing in. The broken body crumbles in my grasp. He has fouled himself. I can smell the shit mingled with the hot blood. I toss the body away, expecting it to flutter in the air, the torn wrapper of a toothsome morsel. The ecstasy fades, recalling me to the coldness of the night. Time to get out of here. Not running. That draws attention. Walk briskly and purposefully away from the broken heap in the shadows. A long walk to the night bus. Past a couple of stops. Missing one bus. A thin drizzle mists the streetlight. I pull my hood closer, seeking anonymity, meeting no eyes as I walk. Trafalgar Square at last, so full of people, none of them knowing, an almost post-orgasmic lethargy fills me as I wait in the rain. By the time the night bus arrives, the high has passed, leaving me drained and depressed, and as I think about the weeks ahead of me, the paranoid wait to see if they're going to catch me this time, I pay the driver and head for the back of the bus, sit by a window and watch London go by as through the grimy glass. Then there's another long walk through the rain, the tiredness dragging on my legs, the muscles taut with cramp. Safe home at last. A one-bedroom flat in the most anonymous block I could find. I relax in a warm bath and wonder whether they've found the body yet. Feel the satiated slumber of the beast, and the memory of the assault grows hazy. I long to sleep myself, but everything must be put in order. The clothes I wore are bagged and ready for disposal. I'll take them to the dump tomorrow first thing. Then I'll need to trawl through the charity shops ready for the next time. Because there will be a next time, and another after that. Hopefully I'll get a bit of peace, and my life can be normal for a while, but in the longer term I can see no end to it. I know I can't resist the Slayer's needs, and I have no idea how long it will continue, so I am left with the image of myself 60 years from now, battering a victim with my walking frame to feed the beast. The old man walked down the alley as fast as his arthritis would allow him. He was looking forward to a good long soak in a hot bath to restore the circulation to his extremities, and after that, well, he needed a new coat anyway. He wondered how many times more he would have to do this. It had been a good while since the last. Maybe now he was so frail the beast would release him and grant him peace in his final years. Surely it owed him that. In his heart, he doubted it was over. In 60 years, the Slayer had never been merciful. Back in the deep shadow, beneath the broken street lamp, lay the bodies of 2 young men.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. Now, this is a particularly interesting one. So this is coming from Marek, and they say, I'm in a circus, walking on a tightrope across a pool of sharks, but the sharks don't seem to notice me. They're busy playing poker. I fall, but I never hit the water. Now, this in particular, I think is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Poe?
Yeah, I think it has several interesting elements to it. From the sharks, I mean, often sharks, they stand for perhaps some danger that's lurking, perhaps represented as danger of certain people, people that this listener perceives as dangerous to them, and never falling, and then never falling and never hitting the water. I mean, that is you're kind of lost. You're never reaching your end goal. But these are kind of unrelated thoughts. I'm hoping that you, Monroe, as always, can string these things together.
Well, you weren't far off, I'll be honest, Poe, but there are different elements here that I'd like to discuss. So, firstly, the idea of a circus. Now, when you go to the circus, it's massive and it's a crazy experience, and some people love it, some people hate it. But what it actually relates to is being out of control. Now, the tightrope itself, what is one of the main things you have to consider when you're walking on a tightrope? Not that you would know, Poe, obviously, or maybe you do.
I hardly ever. I'm in control. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, there is. The stakes are high.
But what else do you need?
Oh yeah, you need to balance. You need the balance.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So what the tightrope refers to is actually the balance in your life. Now, you were exactly spot on actually about the sharks being something negative, but in this case, the sharks actually refer to the negative people that are in your life. So, what I think from what you've said about your dream is that you're trying so hard to keep your life balanced and to avoid the negative people in your life. And I also think that you are worried that if you stop doing everything that you do, you'd detract their attention.
Yeah, because they're busy. They're busy in his dream, aren't they?
They are, and And you said that the sharks don't seem to notice you because you're just carrying on as normal. But Marek, what I'd like to say to you is that maybe you're worrying too much about these negative people. If what you're doing is a positive thing, then you should always be receiving positive things in return. If they're a negative person, you don't necessarily need to give them all of your time and your emotions. So perhaps, Marek, you need to take a step back, I think, in this case.
Very good.
Thank you for your dreams.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Okay. It
Do
seems
you
like
have
this
an
might keep
inkling
going
what this
on.
might be?
That was kind of
So-
cool.
What I call methyl balance to what the
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
Oh crap.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Should we bluff? I don't trust this guy. Alright, let's do it.
I'm a friend of...
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you. Can I come in?
It's a bit late, but I think I could spare a few minutes.
Oh dear. I'm sorry, Lexi.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh god, was that the...
Lexi.
Oh no, I have to tell him? No! No. I'm gonna get her killed. And I don't want her to die.
Lexi. I like it. It's got an edge.
This is
Dorota
not-
says she knew you. You're dating Violet, aren't you? I know what you did to Dorota. Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I
no.
get you a drink?
No.
No thanks.
Do not take a drink from this man. Oh god. No! Run. I said no. Drink your own drink. It's a skull. Run. Okay.
A little bit won't hurt.
No!
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
Should I just leave? I'm being too nosy, aren't I? You know what? Let's just get out of here.
everything back on the shelves, but it never ends. And every time she comes back to the cart, it seems more full than before.
I don't know.
Wow. I do like
I
dreams
don't wanna
like
be
this, Poe.
too
Please tell me what you
nosy.
think about this one.
Hmm.
I'm scared
Yeah.
for her.
So again, it was interesting. So it's an unresolved issue.
Very good.
That's something you could say about most dreams that are recurring dreams.
Of course.
There's an
Still talking about
unresolved issue
dreams.
here, but
I had a strange dream, actually. Or, kind of cool. I don't know where I was, but I saw, like, the sky was full of, like purple flowers that were, like, floating down. But they weren't actually flowers. They were kind of some kind of organism that looked like flowers. Kind of like how, I guess, corals are made of polyps. I don't know. Kind of a odd dream, but it was cool. I don't usually remember my dreams. But, you know, for once I actually did. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it here. I wonder how much longer this chapter is going on for. I feel like we're starting to get into the danger zone here. We're starting to make choices that might, you know, get people killed or get people saved. And it's really hard to tell what's the right decision. Because there's a lot of suspicious people. So, hopefully, fingers crossed here. Fingers crossed. But, alright, we'll continue the next one.